Running. Let's heat up the pressure sensor. Now I just use a glass of boiling water. By the pressure set potentiometer, this one, you can easily set up the pressure in the boiler. Now it is in the minimum position. Can you see? When it is getting close, when the sensor value getting closer to the preset value, the servo slowly closing and the gas on LED is blinking. If the temperature goes higher than the preset value, the servo is going to pilot position, but if I reduce the temperature or remove the sensor from the boiling water, the servo opens again and just in small steps. Alright, let's see, let's put the sensor into the hot water. And as you can see, it is slowly closing down. If I remove the sensor from the boiling water, it is became slower. And now it is just simulating that there is a boiler on the sensor and it is getting into a bit more gas and getting a bit less gas, but the pressure is always the same because it is working in a really tiny steps. By this way, it is maintaining the pressure in the boiler at all the time. By changing the servo position a little bit, and in this way the pressure will be always the same in the boiler. This controls not just open and close the gas valve, and it is able to use the interim positions too. By this way there is no danger of overheat. The happy news is the fine control your boiler will use less gas and you will have more time on the water. Issues: voltage input. This unit is able to work if the power supply is between 4.7 volts to 15 volts, but I much more prefer from 5 volt to 10 volt. If the input voltage drops below 4.7 volts, the alert LED and the red LED is on the unit is blinking. If it drops below 4.5 volt, the alert LED and the red LED on the unit will be constantly on. Unfortunately, this PSU, that one, is not accurate as it is showing 0.2 volt less than it is supply on the outputs. So the first step is at 4.5 volts and the second step is at 4.3 volts. Now I just will slowly reduce the input voltage. It is 5.3 volts, 4.7 volts, and at 4.5 volts the alert LED should start to blink. Can you see? And on the unit it is blinking red sometimes. And if I just reduce the power to 4.2 volts, the alert LED is constantly on and the red LED is constantly on. Sometimes it is switched to green. In this case, the gas servo is open, because if you have this issue, the unit is still working and you are able to remove it from the water. Issues: if there is a wrong connection to the pressure sensor, for example like this, or there is an insulation layer between the contact points of the terminal block, at the beginning you will get this feedback. See, it is switching on as it should. I would be able to change the gas servo pilot light position, and now waiting for a couple of seconds to register this value. Yes, And can you see there is a wrong connection for the pressure sensor. The alert LED is straight on and the gas servo is disabled because it won't let to start up your boat without a proper connection. Issues: wrong pressure sensor connection. There is a safety feature in this product. If there is any problem with the pressure sensor, it can be just a simple connection issue. The gas sensor won't servo.